Craft Brews and Casual Conversations. My name is Arnold, and I am known as the Governator. I know you've seen my movies, but it doesn't matter. I was the governor, and that's the last thing I did. And the next thing I'm doing is I'm doing these voiceovers for shitty podcasts that have no professional value or anything. They are piles of shit, and we don't like them. But I tell you to listen and drink the beers and get in the fucking chopper now.
Cue that shit.
You're about to hear the greatest show of your life.
Dude.
Dudes with brews on a porch with Rob and Drew.
Magical. Oh shit. You gotta get stopped. Don't do it again.
Yeah.
It was so magical that it played twice. Here we are.
Yeah, right.
Here we are. Drew is here. Robert's here. The baby is awake, but was sleeping. Trying to get back to sleep. We'll see what happens. Only time will tell. I am drinking Caramel Crisp, Robert, from Revolution Brewing Company. It is a brown ale from Chicago. It is the ultimate Chicago pairing, made with more than 450 pounds of Garrett popcorn, brown sugar, rye malt, lactose, and kosher salt. So blessed by a rabbi. Contribute creme brulee sweetness and a lightly salted finish. 7% ABV, 0 on the IBU. It looks like straight syrup. You see that?
Yeah, it does. It almost has a cough syrupy with the light on it. It gives a little violet hue.
Doesn't smell like
it really
it.
does from that angle.
I'm gonna see. Let's see what it tastes like. Definitely get a caramel kick to it. Interesting. Not bad. Not bad so far.
All right. I am drinking from Two Pitchers Brewing, the Radler.
The Radler.
Wait, I'm wrong. It's just Radler. There is no the. Take the and edit it out. This is a lager with grapefruit and a hint of blood orange. See, it says, this blend of lager, grapefruit juice, and a hint of blood orange is pure sunshine in a can. Bask in the glow, friends. Prost?
Yeah, it says Prost, so that's like cheers.
And I'm going straight uncraftsman like, but straight American. And I'm going right from the can.
Right from the can. It is. That was a good one. 5.1 ABV, 15 on the IBU. When you said this is what you're drinking, I said, well, this is you're drinking like a summer beer. I don't know if you've looked outside. Yes. I mean, you have looked outside, and it's wonderful.
I did. It was 75 and beautiful.
75 and beautiful. It was a crisp 26 today with snow on the ground. So go fuck yourself. But also, it's great to see you.
Hey! Before you say that, just know, when I wake up in the morning, it's 50 degrees, and I have to wear a jacket.
You're an asshole. You've already turned into one of those people that it's 50 degrees and you're putting in a jacket.
I wear pants and a sweatshirt and a jacket in the morning.
You're a real pile of shit. You know that? Do you understand?
I don't have any facts to dispute it, but I do object.
All right. Well, it's good to see you, Rob. It's been a second. We're gearing up for some cool things coming up with the holiday season. As much as I dislike Christmas, I'm always excited about our Christmas experience because it's always unique, full of obligations.
It is
full of heroic acts.
I always think I'm going to get the holidays off. It doesn't work that way.
It doesn't quite work that way. I had a bunch of things to talk about, but I seem to have forgotten everything about it.
Okay.
My memory is I'm almost graduating again next month, pretty soon, less than like 2.5 weeks.
How many times do I have to congratulate you on graduating?
Well, I haven't done it yet. I did.
I know,
first
but I
two
did it
times.
last time, and I feel like I probably did it the time before that.
When I graduated high school, maybe.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I think because I thought it was a big accomplishment for you.
Thank you. Thank you. But what? I feel like your life has been drastically changing. I don't know what I can and cannot talk about, so I don't want to say anything. I'm going to allow you to speak.
Well, I got deals in the mix.
I'm gonna let you speak
They're
for yourself.
secretive.
Yeah, before I drop anything, because it's and I'm kind of offended by this, Rob, because every time we seem to have a conversation on the phone, it always ends with a text message with "Don't talk about this on the podcast," because you just think I'm some loose lips here, and I'm gonna drop all this.
It's not that at all. It's not that at all. It's that I don't know what's at. Like I'm bad at reading situations. So I give you the factual data.
Mm-hmm.
But I have there's an arrogant part of my brain, and then there's the very negative part of my brain that duke it out what those facts mean.
Okay.
And I don't know where I sit. And there's people that I like. The reason I tell you not to say anything is because up until a certain point, I used to be very open about everything on the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
But now the people involved might be listening, and I don't want to. I'm not close enough with people to like let them know my inner anxieties so much yet. Yeah. Although I did just tell a group of my friends out here that I don't believe in gravity.
What?
Yeah, we've had this conversation.
Yeah, but you gotta believe in something. Like something is holding us down.
I mean, maybe we're being held up.
Oh my god!
You ever think of that? But it's a bit. But I took it way too far, and to the point where I saw like Rob's face, who we had on the podcast. Like he eventually he was getting so annoyed, and then I said something so absurd. He's like, he's doing a fucking bit. He's doing a bit right now. I was in a really giddy mood, which is when I start talking about gravity or the lack thereof.
Okay.
I was just feeling good, but no, I mean today I spent my morning researching horology, which is the study of time and watches and clocks, and horologists. Because for this book I'm writing, I have a watchmaker. Yes, I'm writing a book
about watches.
No, but I need it centers on a timepiece, and the main character talks to a watchmaker, and that's like kind of a stable thread throughout the story. So I want the watchmaker to be believable, so I have to learn about it so I can write about it.
Yeah, and make it sound a little more exciting.
Thank you for now I know where the watchmaking fits on the barometer of excitement. Make it more sorry, I took a nap. Exciting.
Right, exactly.
That's what you yeah.
You said you watched you had some interesting things to talk about. You watched a documentary or something about skiing. I mean, here skiing weather is just around the corner, so why not brush up on that?
This was documentaries. That's a generous. I've gotten on the Instagram, Drew.
Yeah,
and it was an Instagram because in my nature, one of the people I follow on Instagram is the history cool kids.
Mm-hmm.
And so
they call themselves that, or they were called that.
They call themselves that.
The history
no one
cool
would call
kids.
Yeah. I don't think you get that moniker from other people.
Obviously.
This is a good beer.
Good.
But I never went and found the article again.
What the fuck?
I couldn't find it. I didn't save that one. I don't know why.
You said something about isn't it about meth or something like that?
Yeah, so it's the story of let me check and see. I think I screenshotted it. Give me a second.
Okay, screenshot.
You talk. This is really
talk about what? I can't say anything because I'm afraid I'm gonna unravel too many details about your.
You can talk about. You know what?
Grotesque
talk about whatever you
life.
Want.
Just.
Oh no! I only screenshotted the other one. But basically, it's I want to say it was a Swiss guy, in Switzerland. and there was a ski patrol, and apparently they gave their ski patrols these pills that were twice as strong as methamphetamine, and they came under fire from a Russian ski unit, and this particular guy, they were retreating, and he had the entire unit's double meth. We'll call it double meth. Just because I don't know what it's actually called by chemical name, but and because his gloves were on and he was skiing, he couldn't take just one, so he decided to take all 30. And I think it was he was in and out of consciousness.
Yeah.
He didn't sleep for days. He didn't know where he was going, but where he ended up was 273 miles from where he started. He was at least 60 pounds lighter than what he had been previously, and he hadn't slept, like he didn't knowingly sleep for like 6 days or something like
crazy.
that. And yet meth is illegal. I that's pretty productive.
I would say you can get a lot of things done. I've never really encountered anything of the sorts. I don't think I want to either.
No, you don't. No one does. There's a good reason why meth is off the market.
So what else is new with your life, Robert? It's been so long since I've seen you. I've heard your voice. You coming back to Wisconsin anytime soon?
No, I'm not.
Rob,
I'm not planning to.
It seems like a lot of people are looking to leave, and I don't want to.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people that I know just like that. It's not the thing anymore. I don't want to be left out. So where should I move? Where should I ship my whole family in the next 5 years?
I think center of the Salt Lake Flats.
Where is that? Salt Lake City, Utah?
Utah.
Isn't that where all the polygamy is, right? Utah? A lot of polyamory happening.
Oh, it is. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, I could get a nice sister wife for Carissa.
Yeah.
And then
take some of the burden off of her.
Yeah, and then when they get all cranky and stuff, they can just hang out in a little corner and gossip like they do, and I'll continue my life.
I have a question. What do you think? How do you think it works?
I don't know.
With the sister wives. Do you think they get to tap each other in and out, or do you think that the husband gets to go, I'm tapping you out?
Well, wasn't there
You're out. Bring the next one in.
There was that show, right? It's called Sister Wives, I think it was. And I think the dude had like 5, maybe 6 wives. And it was like he had them on like a rotation. They didn't live necessarily. Oh, he had 4. But then I don't think they necessarily lived together in the same house. He went from like, they were all like maybe like in the vicinity. Like it was like a string of duplexes. Monday, Tuesday, he's with this lady. Tuesday and Wednesday with this person. Wednesday, Thursday, or Thursday, Friday, this person, and so on. So he rotated, and he kind of just like got to like essentially live 4 lives. So he like wife number 1, these 2 kids are with that lady. Wife number 2, these kids are with that person, and then they maybe on holidays and stuff got together. But he was really doing all the heavy lifting. Quite frankly, he was like going place to place and dealing with all those things. I mean, I think the burden's on him.
I was going to say that doesn't sound appealing to me at all.
Just kidding.
And I'll tell you why.
What if you liked one more than the other?
Yeah,
he had to.
Yeah. I don't know. That's 4 birthdays to one. That's 4 anniversaries to one. That's
what if you just got married?
4 names you got. It's just that's a lot of brain space.
There's a lot of brain space, a lot of things. I don't know what the benefit is. I really don't. I know there's been times in my life where I'm trying to, I was casually dating a couple people at the same time, and it wasn't like I wasn't cheating because it wasn't a relationship. I was casually dating, right?
No one said the word exclusive.
Right. Well, I mean, whatever.
So that's not.
I just had my heart broken, Robert. I was young. I had my heart broken for the real first heartbreak of my life. Don't fucking judge me, okay? I'm not proud of some of the things I've done in my past. All right. I don't go and bring up everything that you do in your life. I don't bring up every encounter that you've had with a woman. So don't judge me. I'm just kidding. I have done those things to you. But no,
You're borderline doing it right now.
I know, and it was
It's not even an encounter. It's saying an encounter with a woman. I shook a woman's hand, and you don't like, and I told you don't talk about it. And it sounds like something nefarious happened that I'm trying to sweep under the rug. It's not.
No.
It's not what happened.
You're good. But no, I was trying to balance like that, and that was hard enough. And it wasn't even nothing. None of it was serious. I was just like. They're like, oh, well, can you hang out on Tuesday? I'm like, well, I think I told this other person I can hang out on Tuesday, so maybe Wednesday, Thursday. It was all chill, and none of it worked out. So, what does that say about me?
I wonder why.
Yeah, I'm not organized. But
Did you ever mix up places and people when you were doing that? Did you get into the classic? Oh, I invited 2 dates to the same restaurant at the same time, and now I need to wear I need to wear a jacket to one table and a smock to the other.
No, the old like Mrs. Doubtfire situation.
Something like I don't know if Mrs. Doubtfire would count, but
that happened at the end. Remember?
That's true, but that wasn't with dates. That was with being an old cleaning lady and being Robin Williams. Those are two different dynamics.
I feel like it'd be so easy to get out of that ending situation where it's just like, if you're Robin Williams and you have a career opportunity, and then you Mrs. Doubtfire, they want you. If you're Mrs. Doubtfire, just be like, sorry, can't. I'm not coming. I don't know. I also feel like
I just thought he should have like taken off the mask and been like, "Hey, I'm a good dad."
Isn't it like borderline like kidnapping almost? Nowadays, you can't really ask those questions.
Did he take the kids at some point?
No, he just went to their house. Is that like and he cleaned it? He fed them. He did all the things he was supposed to do when they were married.
Yeah, worst case scenario, it's breaking and entering, but or entering under false pretenses. That's a law, right?
Maybe. I don't know. Mrs. Doubtfire, good movie though. Classic Robin Williams flick. They were gonna make a sequel of that, and then he passed away. Did you know that?
Did he pass away?
No, that they were gonna make a sequel.
Or the sequel. Okay. No, I didn't know about the sequel part, but I did vaguely hear about the other one.
You're a writer. You're writing things. What kind of situation would you put Mrs. Doubtfire in a sequel? I mean, I feel like there's not much more to the story than what we already witnessed in the first one. But in your writer brain, what would you do for those situations? So like unwarranted sequels. This could be a new segment of the show. Unwarranted sequels. Let's see if we can get a nice little sound effect here. Okay, so let's say. This is Unwarranted Sequels. Robert Phillips, amateur writer, moved to California. He's currently writing a book. And now, he's going to talk about unwarranted sequels. Robert, take it away. I don't know how long this music goes.
Do I have to talk over the music?
Do you want to?
No, I don't, because I'll just get caught up in the beat.
Hold on. I found a different one. Let's redo this. Okay, let's rewind.
I kind of like that one. Are you gonna edit that first one out?
Robert Phillips, sex god, writer, creator, podcaster. This isn't that good. The other music was better.
I think the other one was better.
Goddamn. Well, that one was called Acoustic Cinematic, so I really thought it'd pick up the vibes.
I thought it was going to be something else.
Not so much.
You left something out of my bio.
What?
Human being.
Okay, anyways. So your what would your sequel for Mrs. Doubtfire be? What would you write? So
considering the movie wrapped, because I haven't seen Mrs. Doubtfire for a while, but they wrapped up the family dynamic.
Essentially, so at the end, right? He's in that classic two places, one time, or two, whatever. He's dressed as Mrs. Doubtfire for the family. He's dressed as Robin Williams for the job interview, the job conversation, happening at the same restaurant. He's got to go in and out, change from the bodysuit to the makeup. classic. And then one time he sits down, he's in the Mrs. Doubtfire get up, and then dude's looking across and he's like, who the fuck are you? And he's like, I'm your new character. And then the guy 007 starts choking on shrimp and whatever. And then like they go back to
Chaos ensues.
Yeah, chaos ensues. But in the end, the judge says, yes, what a reasonable person you are. To dress like a completely different person, impersonate somebody else, to spend more time with your kids, father of the year, no penalty or issues at all. And the other guy's like, with all that information that I have now, I'm giving you your own television show where you dress like Mrs. Doubtfire and provide life lessons. And that's it.
That's where we ended.
Essentially,
okay. All
yes.
right.
Good movie, by the way. I love it.
It's a great movie.
It's funny.
Movie.
It's funny.
Part of me wants to like throw out the TV show completely and go.
That's a big part, though.
Mrs. Doubtfire gained a little bit of acclaim, almost like a Dr. Oz level of.
Oh, I like that. Okay.
And then she or he as her, or he and her, Robin Williams and Mrs. Doubtfire, open up a marriage counseling business. Or therapy
television show. It's got to be a television show. Kind of like a
daycare. Mrs. Doubtfire does a daycare.
All right.
Where she but the main topic is that she's trying to engage with the parents more than the kids, so that to teach the parents to be more childlike and open up to the wonder. But Robin Williams takes care of the business side of it. And Mrs. Doubtfire is the teacher, if you will, and he has to, like, when he's doing the showings, he has to run back and forth and do his little shtick. But it's really about teaching parents how to understand their children. That's the moral of the story.
I think it should take like a really dark turn where, like, Robin Williams and Mrs. Doubtfire are now like. It's essentially like kind of like a Fight Club thing, and they become at odds, but they're really the same person, but they're really battling each other. And in the end, it's just a brutal scene.
You told me it had to be a children's movie.
I never said children's movie. I said sequel, unwarranted sequel. It's a PG-13 movie, Robert.
We have this on tape. People, please email. That he said children's movie.
I didn't say children's movie.
When I was in the middle of my pitch. If it doesn't have to be a children's movie, then we might as well go the other way completely and go, Robin Williams falls in love with Mrs. Doubtfire.
Okay.
And he learns to love himself.
Did you know that they're making...
both literally and figuratively.
I like that one. Did you know that they're making, like, I think another Christmas Story type of thing with the original Ralphie? Like, as an adult.
No, I didn't know that.
I think it's going to be on HBO.
I know that they brought back the Santa Claus with Tim Allen.
Oh, yeah, you're upset about that. Why?
Well, why would they do that?
Tim Allen was like a real dick on the original set of the Santa Claus on the first one.
His last name is Dick?
What?
I'm not joking. His last name is Dick.
Tim Dick?
Tim Allen Dick.
Tim Allen Dick?
Tim Allen Dick.
Is he related to Andy? You're lying.
I've never asked that question. He also had a big coke problem and went to jail back in the early 90s,
he's a
late
felon.
80s.
He is a felon, Tim Allen. And then now
yeah.
He's going to be Santa Claus, or he is Santa Claus. Isn't that weird?
It is. I mean, who's your go-to? When you think of Santa Claus, who's the best representation of Santa Claus?
Like from movies that I've seen?
Yeah.
I don't even know.
Can be TV shows.
It was never like a big name celebrity. It was always, Tim Allen would really be the one. Otherwise, it was just the real Santa Claus and all the shows I saw. Like.
Yeah. I'm leaning towards John Hamm from those commercials, but that's because I'm a Hamm fan.
Yeah. There's that new movie coming out where David Harbour is Santa.
Yeah.
That looks sweet.
I think he might. That might be the Santa I want. I don't know. I haven't seen it yet.
I think so. What other movies would you really? Do you feel like you're right? Timothy Allen Dick. Holy shit.
Yeah, you think I just make this stuff up? I'm not that good. Not good at all. You heard my Mrs. Doubtfire pitch. It was garbage.
You know, Sigourney Weaver's real name is Susan Alexandria.
That was a good change, though, I think.
John Travolta's real name? John Travolta.
Good to know. Because I thought his real name was Timothy Ogilvy.
Timothy Ogilvy.
And Timothy Ogilvy's real name
So, Rob,
eludes everyone.
this week is, what's it called? Thanksgiving.
Thanks something.
This is your first holiday away since moving from Wisconsin. So is your depression severe or just mild?
Oh, I'm actually doing quite well.
No.
Do you want me to have depression?
That's what people want to hear, Rob. We don't want to hear. Nobody likes a success story where you're actually happy.
I know, trust me.
Relocating. Everyone likes it when you're sad. So talk about how sad and miserable you are.
I've been trying to figure that out because I really think it's hurting my creative process. That
really?
It's sunny every day. Yeah, I do. It's I don't like I was just talking to Rob about this, where it's like I don't have my anxieties are gone. My up and downs are gone. And like
That's
when
crazy.
you're in that downer phase, that depression phase, like that's when I do my best like thinking and like just like weird like where I get these ideas and stuff.
What do you
But
think
I'm
it
also
was?
now. What's that?
What do you think it was? Like what was it here that
It was my perception of what people perceived me as.
mm-hmm.
So it's like that's my opinion. As soon as I came out here and started going like, okay, I came out like because even when I first came out here, I was like, people go, why? Well, what did you come out here for? And I'd go, just to change, life change or whatever. And eventually, like Rob was a big proponent of. I was talking to him about writing and stuff, and he would like introduce me, and go, and this is my buddy Rob. He's a writer, and he would emphasize that so that he came out here to write, so you'd make me kind of say it. And like I gained acceptance that way. I never tried that back home, but
if only one of your other friends would. If only you had a more encouraging and
yeah, if I would
somebody
have
to
good
talk
friends
to.
back in Fond du Lac, I think I would have stayed.
Yeah.
So what I'm trying to say is the people are better here.
Yeah, in the land of make believe. All right, I'm living in where the real people are. You're off in fantasy land where people. Oh, I'm an actor. Oh, I'm a writer. Oh, I'm a director. Oh, I'm a fucking boom operator.
Yeah. Ooh, I support your dream.
Right.
But no, for Thanksgiving, I actually have a Thanksgiving dinner to go to.
Nice.
So I have my little makeshift group that has accepted me for who I really am.
What does that
I'll
mean?
say, take it how you want. Take it.
Are you saying I don't accept you for who you really are?
That's not what I said.
Hmm.
But if that's what you heard, I mean, by all means, believe it.
That's what you said. Well then. Okay.
But no, it's I'm not missing home at this point yet.
Mm-hmm.
Well, but I did get to see a lot of people. I probably saw more people went in the lead up to coming out here, and then at the bachelor party, and then seeing my family and stuff at Ryan's wedding.
Mm-hmm.
I saw them more in the 6, in that 8 month period than I had, than I normally see people. So it hasn't hit me yet how much I miss the people back home. And I get to talk to you, which is, you're one of the people that I miss or would like that would give me depression.
Mm-hmm.
Is missing you, missing hanging out with Noah, and then my family.
Mm-hmm.
And if I left any names out, I apologize.
No.
You didn't make the cut.
They're not important enough.
Yeah, you're not on the short list.
No, me and Krista often speak of leaving this land. and going somewhere else. I don't know where. I don't know how. But maybe someday. That's kind of the goal. But I'm good. I'm glad you're okay. I'm glad you're enjoying life for once. And
Yes.
you enjoy your job?
I do enjoy my job. I'm to the point now where I'm pretty, like, you know how it takes like a few months when you get a new job where you're kind of like, your confidence doesn't come, and you're questioning yourself on things, and then like overnight it kind of snaps into place where you're like, oh, I got this job.
Yeah.
And that's kind of where I'm at, and it's a cool job because I get to like walk into people's lives for a short period of time and just kind of,
Have you taken any
it's
phantom poops?
no, I have not.
Do you think that'd be a big deal if you did?
Yeah, I do. I think there'd be emails and meetings.
Wait, what? I mean, could you imagine like being called into an office and they're just like, "Hey, we got this email from this tenant who's been a tenant for a long time. Did you defecate in their bathroom and not flush?" I mean,
and
then you're just like, or not wipe.
They just
And then,
they made a specific note. No toilet paper was used.
Yeah. Like that. I bet you that conversation has happened. It's had to have.
Oh, I the things that people will call up and say, they're ridiculous and nonsensical sometimes. I've not heard that one in my tenure there, but
Yeah.
it's coming. It'll happen.
So what are you doing? So you have Thanksgiving plans, right? Okay, but what about Christmas? What are you doing for that?
I don't know. I just found out I don't work on those days. I
Okay.
thought I had to work Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's, but I get those days off. So
Okay,
I think I'm on call for one of them.
nice.
Probably it's either New Year's or Christmas, but I don't know. I don't have any plans for Christmas, and I'm kind of okay with that.
Yeah, I wish I was in that boat.
Yeah, I'm sure you do. You have children, and it's just a hassle.
It's a big one. I don't even know what to get the kids anymore. Oh, there's one thing I wanted to talk to you about. So, were you a Pokemon fan back in the day? Pokemon
No.
cards?
No.
So I had them when I was a kid, right? And recently, Ashton for his birthday got the board and some decks and directions on how to actually play the card game. So I learned it with him, and now I'm slightly obsessed.
Are you a Pokemon master? Is that what they're called?
No, I'm probably not a master, but
You're a
I
Ronin.
want-
You're a Pokemon Ronin.
I want to build my own deck and battle people in the game. It's fun. So it's like I'm really like nerding out here, and it's like really nostalgic. And I wish I could kick my ass for losing my cards from back when I was a kid. Some of them were probably worth a lot of money.
Oh yeah.
But
We even knew that back then. That's the crazy part.
and it didn't matter to us.
Like with Magic cards. I was playing Magic for a while back when I was younger, and I didn't take it seriously. It wasn't something. There was a lot of reading involved,
Mm-hmm.
and you know how I hate that. So
Reading?
because I can't. I just need the +2.
Ironic,
and
you
the
become a
-1.
writer.
That's a different skill set. That's a different skill set.
Okay.
But like we still we growing up in the 90s and 2000s, it was already like well established that a card anything's going to become collectible. Anything can become collectible and become valuable. But like even then, we were still like, I probably won't live 30 years for this to become anything. So I'll bend the corners and I'll eat Doritos while I play, and then I'll lose it entirely.
It's in some landfill far away.
Yeah, let's see what happens if I throw this card in the creek. Will it float or will it sink? Oh, it floats, and there goes 30 years from now, $300 just floated away down the creek.
Yeah.
So it does surprise me. My brothers had their, my brothers.
Yep.
They had their Pokemon days. I'm sure they're the same days as your Pokemon days.
For sure.
I think they still have a binder somewhere.
Hopefully.
Because my parents don't throw that stuff out, and my brothers never pick up their stuff from my parents. So.
And then he also got a bike for his birthday. So he's never learned how to ride a bike, Rob, and I don't know if that says bad things about me as a father.
It does.
Okay. He had a bike with training wheels a long time ago. He obviously outgrew it, and then he kind of just gravitated more towards a scooter, more towards roller skating.
So he outgrew it like philosophically.
Physically.
Before he ever learned, philosophically, because he moved on to the scooter.
Right.
And now he's regressed back to a bike.
Yeah. So now and he never learned how to ride two wheels, all right? So now he's 9 or whatever. There's nothing to be ashamed about. It is what it is. There's plenty of kids out there that don't have bikes at this age because they can't afford it, right? So he shouldn't be ashamed. And I think he's embarrassed about it. But he shouldn't be. But I'm trying to, I'm working with him, right? And I got to tell you, like, teaching a kid to ride a bike is so frustrating. Because it's
Did
like...
you teach Madison?
Yeah, I helped. I assisted in it. But I mean, you do the same thing, and it's like, just do it. Just get on it and ride it, And then you're holding. So it's like, and there's all these different methods on how to teach a kid how to ride a bike. Okay, so then you have the method where you got one hand under the seat. You're gripping under the seat, like kind of like a bowling ball grip. You know what I mean? Under the seat, though. Under the seat.
Yeah, under the seat. Yes.
Under the seat, and then you got one hand on the handlebars, keeping them balanced, and you're like, okay, pedal, 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 and then you let go, and then it keeps pedaling, and then all of a sudden, like, instead of just like keeping the handlebar straight, instantly to the left, and then he's flying off the curb. He went off the curb today, Robert, off the curb into the road.
Why are you teaching your kid how to ride a bike near a curb?
We're on the fucking sidewalk, dude. Where else am I supposed to be? Where am I supposed to be? Some random vacant parking lot?
You like the one across the street from your house?
There's cars in there all the time.
Basketball courts, tennis courts.
Yeah, I'm not gonna ride
Take them on the grass.
I'm not gonna ride a bike in the grass. That's significantly harder than riding on the sidewalk. Don't fucking judge me. Don't fucking judge me. I'm not done.
No. Let's be honest. Just put them on. Take them on the street.
Don't give my location.
Oh yeah, bleep that out. Can we back it up? No one can find that place on a map anyway. It doesn't exist.
Regardless. I'm talking about the different ways to hold the kid up while he's trying to ride a bike, okay? Don't fucking bring your judgmental tone to the conversation, okay?
All right.
When you have a kid and you teach it how to ride a bike in a day, you know what? Then you can fucking talk to me, all right? Or, as a matter of fact, when you teach how to kid how to ride a bike in 5 minutes at the age of 4, okay? Go fuck yourself, Robert. Go fuck yourself. Anyways.
I'm just going to say kudos to you for referring to my future child as it. Yeah. You can teach it to ride a bike. All right. What's the second method of?
The second method is just like holding the kid, like, kind of by the hips and keeping them center of gravity type of thing. And I found that to be a little effective. And then the last but not least, is just strictly underneath the seat. You're gripping under the seat, and then you're guiding. But he started to get the hang of it today a little bit. He took me out there in the 27-degree weather, and we were working on it. But and he was riding by himself for a good amount of time. But then like now it's like steering. How do I teach to steer? I don't know, because he literally went off the curb that I so wrongfully. That's my fault apparently, because I'm teaching a kid how to ride a bike on a sidewalk, as opposed to a vacant parking lot, which a lot of people go to at random times of the day. Strangers.
And you think that in that whole parking lot, they're going to just beeline it for where you're at?
Yeah, you never know. Somebody could be learning. Right. Somebody could be learning how to drive in that parking lot.
That's a valid point. You've bested me.
They mistake the gas pedal for the brake, or the brake for the gas pedal, and now I'm in a sticky situation. And then they're yelling at me when my kid's on the ground bleeding. And they're like, well, why wouldn't you teach your kid how to ride a bike on a sidewalk? I'd be like, well, my friend in California, Robert, said I was a piece of shit for doing that. And now you're saying I'm a piece of shit. You know what? Fuck this bike.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's the thing. You missed the fourth option for the
Just
fourth.
ditch the bike.
So there's there's the under the seat hand on the handlebars.
Yep.
There's just the under the seat,
Yep.
and then there's the hand on the hips, and then there's the absent father. You just the bike's outside. Go learn.
There's the bike's outside. Go learn. I thought you meant like I have to go get milk type of method.
I mean, some people have tried that.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why. I have to go get a carton of cigarettes, and they never come back because they were so frustrated with teaching their kid how to ride a bike.
But it's the same thing. It's the same thing with like video games. Like when my kids are playing video games that I know how to play, that I've like succeeded in, and it's just like, oh yeah, just do this. I get a little competitive, and I get a little like, come on, just do this type of stuff, and I need to fix that. I guess.
I would have thought you would have gotten that under control by now, but
yeah, maybe.
You know. And soon your kids will be better than you at all of it.
Probably, hopefully, isn't that the goal?
It is, yeah.
And like
I
want to be a better dad than my dad was to me. So then, and then eventually my kids will be like, oh, my dad sucked, so I want to be better than him.
See, now I don't know if you succeeded in that, but they will.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And being better?
Yeah, they'll be a better dad than you, but I don't know
Thanks.
if you beat your dad out. I'm not sure about that.
Wow.
I've only met the man once.
Yeah.
But he was delightful.
Yeah, he's fine.
Am I being too rough on you? Should I stop?
It hurts a little bit. I thought I was a good dad, but I guess not.
I can see it on your face. I mean, your dogs are well mannered.
No, they're not. Well then.
No. I'll stop. You are a great dad. I don't want the listeners to think
sure.
of being anything but just ribbing at you because because you can't do anything. Because frankly, I'm thousands of miles from you.
You are thousands of miles. I can. There is one ultimate move I could pull on you, Rob. And you know what that is? I could remove your seat.
You could. You do have leverage there.
Yeah.
But then I could start guys with beers.
Yeah.
And steal all your listenership.
Two comic dudes drinking brews.
Former dude with no brew.
Former dude still with brew.
Yeah.
In California. Yeah.
I think that's the clincher. When you add the in California, people are going to go, all right, I'll tune into this one.
Right. So what I mean,
it's just me going, this all is not bad.
Is that not bad, man?
And that's all I'd say for an hour.
Yeah. When do you think you're going to start developing like the California accent?
Oh, I don't have it yet.
No. Has anybody said you have an accent?
No.
Really?
But when accents come up, they say they hear it.
Like how so?
So no one's outrightly just been like, oh, where's that accent from? Or you must be from here.
Mm-hmm.
But when we were like Alexis, who is somebody I know out here, she works at the bar that I go to. She went back home to, I don't know if it was her home, but she went back down south somewhere for a trip.
Mm-hmm.
And when she came back, she had the southern accent again. Excuse me. And so we started talking. What's that?
Do you say "ope" still, or is that gone?
I say "oh yeah" a lot. Like,
yeah.
Oh yeah,
sure.
I say that all the time. I've pushed down the yepper.
You said yepper?
Yeah, it's something that comes to my head for some reason. I don't know why.
I don't think I've ever said like yeppers, like just casually, yeppers. I think I say ope. I say ope a lot, probably. I don't try to, but I do.
I don't think I say ope, but what does that mean?
Ope could mean a lot of things.
Yeah.
Depends on the tone, really. Like usually it's like oops. It's ope.
Oh, I guess I do that.
Yeah, like you see
when I run, like when you come around the corner.
Yeah.
And there's somebody there.
Yeah.
Or when the elevator's open.
Oh.
And you go, yeah, I do that. Holy shit.
Yeah. I think it's like a purely Wisconsin thing. Is the ope. And we also say
because
bubbles.
I actually, like, why am I hearing myself coming back in my headphones?
What do you mean? You're
It's
supposed to hear
gone
yourself.
now.
Oh.
Okay. But either the other, like I do catch myself doing that where it's I just didn't realize that that's the word I was saying until right now. But I was like, oh, you gotta stop having these like surprise reactions to people being on the other side of a door.
Yeah.
There's people out here all the time, like. And then I apologize. I apologize for getting off the elevator before they get on, and it's like, no, that's customary. The exiter exits the elevator, like, come on in, and then you walk out. That's not how it works.
Right.
So I do have to. Rob gave me some shit the other day because I ordered fries, and I was like, hey, if anybody wants some fries, there's fries, and we were eating the fries. And it got down to like the last 3 fries or something, like the little guys.
Yeah.
And I went, sorry guys, I'm eating these last 3 fries. And he's like, did you just apologize about eating the last of the food that you bought? And I was like,
Midwestern kindness, man. Right?
Yeah.
Do you have extended goodbyes? Do you say goodbye for 15 minutes and they're like, why are you still here?
No, not so much. Because I was doing that a little bit, and it's kind of a downer for people that I'm still around 15 minutes after I say goodbye. So I started just
leaving when you say bye.
Just leaving without,
That's that. I mean, that really is a thing in the Midwest. At least
it totally is.
It's like, seriously, you know how many times I've been in a situation where my hand is on the doorknob, the front door to leave, and I'm having the conversations for another like 16, 17 minutes. Just hand on the door. And they just keep going.
I've been foot out the door. Fully half in, half out. And then it's
why do you think that is? Why is that a thing?
It's because the winter kills people, so we've been designed to like a goodbye could be final.
This could be
so you better make it good.
That's why Quick Trip always says see you next time, because it's not like it's not a goodbye, it's a see you later or see you next time.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what we need to start doing. We'll just say, hey, see you next time, and then
see you down the road.
That negates
see you down the road.
Yeah, see you down the road. Hopefully not face down, but and then that will negate the extended 14 minutes of essentially nonsense that happens in that conversation. And then if you have to poop too, it's such a bad situation.
Yeah. I mean, I've honestly thought because my parents, when I call my parents,
yeah,
we'll talk for 2 hours.
It's a long time.
And then it's like, okay, all right, I should go. And then you get 45 minutes after that.
Yeah.
And it's like, I've thought if I'm in a rush, if I only have an hour, call them up and go, okay, we're going to start with goodbye. And that way our conversation will end in 45 minutes as opposed. So, that's another way we could start doing it. You start your conversation with goodbye.
How do you have a 2-hour conversation with your parents, but we can barely squeeze 50 minutes of content?
There's no conversation. We're just on the phone, and my mom's like, oh, there's a bird in the tree right now, and I'm like, oh, there's a bird in the tree here too.
What color is the bird?
What color? What's it sound like? How big is it? Hey, I can't really tell from here. I'm not gonna lie.
This bird is orange. I'm gonna get the binoculars, mother, and I'm going to examine this avian creature a little bit further. Would you like to hear the details? Well, it's sitting on a twig of the finest palm tree. I don't know what kind of trees are in California, so I'm assuming palm. And
we have those, yeah.
Yeah, are there a lot of them?
Yeah, they're all over the place.
Great, man.
They look really good in the 75-degree sun.
You know what our trees look like right now? Dead, except for the pines.
And because the people, they are dead inside.
Yeah, some people are dead.
All right. We have other trees here too, and it's actually the leaves fall and all that stuff.
Well, Rob, all right, let's end this shit.
Are we rambling? This is what we're getting into. What my conversations with my parents are, which is just 2 people who know each other well enough to watch each other scratch their shoulder on camera and be enthralled by it.
Well, we have another interview that we have to attend to. So
Yeah, we do. So
coming up in the show,
hard out.
coming up in the show, every couple or at the end of every week, we're gonna have some pretty sweet interviews. We thankfully Rob's journey in California has he's crossed paths with some pretty sweet people who have accomplished some pretty big things. You've seen some of these people in movies. Some of them are have to do with some important books and things like that. So we're gonna be dropping those a little bit, and then So finally, Rob did something.
Yeah.
Just kidding. I'm sorry, Rob.
You knew it. It would only take like what 5 years now for me to
5 years,
pay off.
yeah.
You're a patient man.
So with that, we'd like to say our
Should we
goodbyes.
talk about our beers, dude?
Yeah, hold on. We'd like to say goodbye, and let's kick it to our official beer review person. Well, Roberts, I drank Revolution Caramel Crisp. Revolution Brewing Company from Chicago, Illinois. It was a caramel popcorn ale, and gosh darn it, was it tasty. I would maybe drink it again if I were given the opportunity. It's pretty good stuff. I'd say drink it.
All right, Drew. I do have to do a voice because I can't do it. I drank. Wow, he's not gonna do the voice, so you don't get the music. All right, now the pressure's on. I drank Radler from Pitcher's Brewing with lager, grapefruit, and a hint.
It's like a
blood
freestyle.
orange. It was delicious, though a little sugary, and I don't think I'd drink more than 2. But I drank it, and I would drink it again. Summer nights.
Yeah. All right.
That's the best you get out of me.
I don't think it was as good as
on the
mine.
voice front.
But that's okay. All right, Rob. I'll see you soon.
All right, Lates.